Bonjour mes amis, hi friends. So in this tutorial I will demonstrate how to delete or remove files permanently and how to do them recursively. So in here I have this in my documents directory. I have this directory called dir1. In here there are two directories within it. So if I go within test directory or test dir1, there is a directory called hello. Then there are the other directory. If I go inside it, there is by. So underneath hello directory there is another directory called by, and in here it is called there is also a file called hello.txt, and inside by there is also another file called byte.txt. So what if I want to remove all of this dir recursively? That's what I'm going to be explaining in this tutorial, how to do it using Python. So for this, what we have to do first is that we have to first import the OS module and also import the shutil module. Now let's create a for loop for dir name in os.list dir. So this is my location of my directory, users ma academy documents dir1, and this is the directory that we want to remove all of it, everything that is underneath this one. So this is the one I'm talking about. Currently we are in dir1, so I want to remove all of this, everything that is underneath this dir1. So what this is doing is that you are creating this variable dir name that is iterating through all of these items in this directory. This is the OS module that we imported and from here, and this is the you're using the list dir function of it to list all the to list the contents of that directory. Now after that, what we want to do is that we os.chdir. So what we do after that, now we have to change our directory also. So users ma academy documents dir1. So in here what we do is that we are changing our current directory. So we are saying go to this directory dir1 and remove everything that is inside it. So if I don't change my directory, so my current working directory is where this my script.py resides. So if I don't change it, then it won't be able to find this directory. So in order to use that, the commands that I'm about to show you, we have to change our directory as well. So what this dir1 does is that it goes in this directory and deletes everything. So right now, what if we go, so right now the first thing that we do is that let's check all those so what we do is that we are deleting all the directories. So we have to also check whether those things are directories or not. So if I do something like this, os.path.is.dir, and then I have to pass in this name of dir name. So for all the contents in this location, it iterates through all those contents and assigns them to this dir variable. In here, what I'm dir name or their name. So what I'm doing in here is that I'm passing this their name all of. So what it will do is that it will take all those files that is found in this dir1 directory. So what I'm talking about is these files. So it will go through all of them, and what it will do is that it will try to find, it will check them. So this is the, I'm using the sdir function of the OS path, this OS module. So what it does is that it checks if it is a directory or not. So if it is a directory, what it will do is that it will print it. So in this case, let's just print it so that you guys could see what I mean. So in here you can see that it prints these two directories in here. So if I go inside it, you can see that it prints this, not this one. This is because we are checking in here if os.path is directory or not. So if it is directory, then proceed. So in here, what are we doing? We are printing it. So we don't need to prove it. I just did it for demonstration purposes. We want to remove it. So if we do something like shutil dot, and then what function we have to use is that rm3. So what it does is that it deletes all the tree of it, all the files, all the folders, and all those underneath it. So after that, what we need to do is that let's print it as well. Now, this is something we don't have to do. We don't have to print it, but I am printing it in here just for demonstration purposes, just to show you what happens when you print. So what happens when you delete them, these dir names, which ones get deleted. So I'm just doing it for that. So let's run it. And now you can see that this dir1 and this dir2 gets printed. Now you can see that those files, sorry, those directories underneath this has been deleted. So once again, what I did was that I showed the contents of this dir1 directory. I changed my current directory, and then I checked whether all those files directories are not in that particular directory, which is this one, dir1. So I checked whether the contents of that directory are directories or files. So in here I'm checking, saying is it dir or not. Yes, it is dir. If it is, then what you do is that you remove it for all those directories, and then also print their names, which in this case was this dir1 and this dir2. So this is it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, suggestions, recommendations, feel free to put it in the comment section below, or if there is a particular topic that you don't understand and you want me to cover, just mention it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.